Have you ever wondered why, despite eating what you think is healthy food, your bones still feel weaker? Why does it seem like every small fall makes you more worried about fractures? Why do your joints ache more after meals that should be nourishing your body? The answer might shock you, and it is probably sitting right there in your kitchen cabinet, in a bag or container you reach for several times a week. Most seniors make a dangerous mistake every single day, and they do it with complete confidence, believing they are making the right choice for their health. They have been told their entire lives that rice is healthy, filling, and good for you. And while some types of rice truly are beneficial, here is the reality that nobody talks about. Not all rice is suitable for aging bodies. In fact, some types of rice, the ones we cook without question every week, can gradually weaken your bones, increase inflammation in your joints, spike your blood sugar to dangerous levels, and make your body struggle to absorb the nutrients it desperately needs. You see, as we age, our bodies change in ways we do not always recognize. Our digestion becomes more sensitive, our blood sugar regulation becomes less efficient, and our bones begin to lose density at an alarming rate. The foods that used to benefit us can now subtly begin to harm us, particularly certain types of rice that appear innocent on the surface. They might look harmless sitting in your pantry. They might seem like the same rice you have eaten for decades. However, they contain compounds, processing chemicals, and inflammatory triggers that directly attack your bone health, cause dangerous blood sugar spikes, and create chronic inflammation that weakens your entire body from the inside out. What makes this even more dangerous is that the harm is gradual, subtle, and often undetectable, until one day you experience a fracture from what should have been a minor fall, persistent joint pain that never seems to go away, or blood sugar levels that suddenly become impossible to control. The three most dangerous types of rice that any senior over 60 should avoid are going to be revealed today, especially if you want to protect your bones from long-term damage, inflammation, and the gradual weakening that can rob you of your independence. Despite their seeming harmlessness, none of these rice types are safe for aging bodies. You will never look at your rice container the same way again once you learn the truth about what they are really doing to your health. But here is the good news. There are three types of rice that can actually strengthen your bones, improve your digestion, and help stabilize your blood sugar levels naturally. Therefore, stick with me through to the end if you value your mobility and want to maintain strong, healthy bones that can support you for years to come. Your body has been waiting for this wake-up call, and the information you're about to learn could be the key to preventing falls, fractures, and the gradual decline that too many seniors accept as inevitable. But wait just a moment before we dive in. Click the subscribe button and enable notifications if you are serious about protecting your health as you age. Because this is where we reveal the truths that nobody discusses, the hidden dangers in everyday foods that could be silently damaging your body. And I want to know if you are with me right now as you watch this. If this video is already opening your eyes to something you never considered, type the number 1 in the comments section. If you think this is not relevant to your health, type 0. Your voice matters more than you realize, and your engagement helps us reach more seniors who need this vital information. Let's begin by discussing the first type of rice on our dangerous list. It is praised for being quick and convenient, but it may be doing the exact opposite of what you think it is doing for your health. Let's talk about instant rice, the first rice type and the silent bone destroyer. Instant rice, also known as minute rice or quick cooking rice, seems like a blessing for busy seniors who want a fast, filling meal. It cooks in just a few minutes, requires minimal effort, and appears to be the same as regular rice. Here is the devastating truth, though. The processing that makes instant rice so convenient also strips away virtually everything that makes rice beneficial for aging bodies, while concentrating the compounds that can harm you. Let me explain exactly what happens during the production of instant rice. The rice is first fully cooked, then dehydrated under extreme heat and pressure. This process destroys most of the natural fiber, vitamins and minerals that your bones and joints need to stay healthy. But that is not even the worst part. The high heat processing creates compounds called advanced glycation end products, or AGEs, which are directly linked to increased inflammation throughout the body. For seniors, this inflammation is particularly dangerous because it accelerates bone loss and makes joints more painful and stiff. When you eat instant rice, you are not just missing out on nutrition. You are actively introducing inflammatory compounds into your system. These AGEs accumulate in your tissues over time, causing your bones to become more brittle and your joints to become more painful. But the damage does not stop there. Instant rice has an extremely high glycemic index, meaning it causes your blood sugar to spike rapidly after eating. For seniors, especially those over 65, these blood sugar spikes are devastating to bone health. Here is why. When your blood sugar rises quickly, your body releases insulin to bring it back down. However, this insulin response also triggers the release of hormones that pull calcium directly from your bones. Every time you eat instant rice, you are essentially forcing your body to rob calcium from your bones to manage the blood sugar chaos. Over months and years, this process weakens your bones significantly, making fractures from minor falls much more likely. The calcium that should be strengthening your bones is instead being used to buffer the metabolic stress caused by this processed food. There is another hidden danger in instant rice that most people never consider. The processing removes the natural oils and proteins that help slow down digestion and provide sustained energy. Without these protective compounds, instant rice hits your system like a sugar bomb, causing energy crashes that leave you feeling tired and weak just hours after eating. Many seniors notice that they feel unusually fatigued after meals containing instant rice, but they rarely connect this exhaustion to their food choices. That afternoon slump you experience, the sudden need to nap, the feeling that your energy just disappeared, it could all be connected to the blood sugar roller coaster that instant rice creates in your body. The most tragic part is that many seniors choose instant rice because they think it is easier to digest than regular rice. In reality, the opposite is true. The processing that makes it cook quickly also makes it harder for your aging digestive system to handle properly. Your body has to work overtime to process the concentrated starches and deal with the inflammatory compounds. What can you do instead? It is not necessary to give up rice entirely, but you must be aware of what you are putting into your body. The harm from instant rice is real, but it is also completely preventable. Later in this video, we will discuss the types of rice that actually support bone health and provide stable energy without the dangerous blood sugar spikes. Now, if instant rice can be this harmful to aging bones, what about the next type? It looks healthy, it is often recommended for weight management, and it is found in countless senior-friendly recipes. However, it could be setting you up for a dangerous mineral deficiency that weakens your bones from the inside out. Let's talk about white rice, the second rice type, and the mineral thief. White rice, polished and refined to a brilliant white shine, appears clean and pure. It is the most common type of rice found in restaurants, pre-made meals, and family kitchens across America. However, this seemingly innocent grain is actually one of the most nutritionally empty foods you can put into your aging body, and it actively works against your bone health in ways that most seniors never realize. Here is what happens when rice is processed into white rice. The outer bran layer and the germ are completely removed during polishing. This process eliminates up to 80% of the vitamins and minerals that make rice beneficial for your health. Gone are the B vitamins that support nerve function, the magnesium that helps calcium absorption, and the fiber that helps regulate blood sugar. What remains is essentially pure starch with almost no nutritional value. But the problem goes much deeper than just missing nutrients. White rice has a glycemic index almost as high as pure sugar, meaning it causes rapid and dramatic spikes in blood glucose levels. For seniors, these blood sugar spikes are particularly dangerous because they trigger a cascade of hormonal responses that directly damage bone health. When your blood sugar spikes from eating white rice, your body releases large amounts of insulin to bring glucose levels back down. This insulin response activates osteoclasts, the cells responsible for breaking down bone tissue. At the same time, it suppresses osteoblasts, the cells that build new bone. This means that every serving of white rice is literally causing your bones to break down faster than they can rebuild. The mineral theft that white rice causes is even more concerning. Because white rice provides no magnesium, zinc, or other minerals needed for proper calcium absorption, your body must pull these minerals from your bones to process the rice properly. This creates a vicious cycle where eating white rice actually depletes the very minerals your bones need to stay strong. Many seniors notice that they feel bloated, sluggish, or experience digestive discomfort after eating white rice, but they attribute these symptoms to aging rather than their food choices. The truth is that white rice is particularly difficult for aging digestive systems to handle because it lacks the fiber and nutrients that support healthy digestion. The rapid digestion of white rice also means that you feel hungry again very quickly after eating, leading to overeating and weight gain. For seniors, excess weight puts additional stress on bones and joints, compounding the damage that white rice is already causing. The combination of poor nutrition, blood sugar spikes, and increased body weight creates a perfect storm for bone loss and fractures. Perhaps most disturbing is that white rice is often recommended for seniors because it is considered easy to digest. While it is true that white rice is soft and bland, easy digestion does not mean healthy digestion. In fact, the rapid absorption of white rice starches can cause more digestive stress than slower digesting whole grains. White rice also lacks the antioxidants and phytochemicals that help fight inflammation in the body. Chronic inflammation is one of the primary drivers of bone loss in seniors, and foods that fail to provide anti-inflammatory compounds essentially leave your body defenseless against the inflammatory processes that weaken bones over time. The blood sugar instability caused by white rice also affects sleep quality, energy levels, and mood, all factors that influence bone health indirectly. When your blood sugar crashes a few hours after eating white rice, you may experience fatigue, irritability, and cravings for more refined carbohydrates, creating a cycle that keeps your body in a constant state of metabolic stress. But perhaps the most dangerous aspect of white rice is how it affects medication absorption in seniors who take multiple prescriptions. The blood sugar spikes can interfere with the absorption and effectiveness of certain medications, particularly those used to manage diabetes, heart disease, and osteoporosis. This hidden interaction could be making your medications less effective without you even realizing it. Now, if white rice can be this damaging to bone health, what about the third type? It is colorful, it is often marketed as exotic and healthy, and it shows up in many dishes that seniors enjoy. However, it contains compounds that can trigger inflammation and interfere with the absorption of critical bone-building nutrients. Let's discuss wild rice, the third rice type, and the inflammation trigger. Wild rice, with its dark color and chewy texture, is often perceived as a healthier alternative to white rice. It appears in health food stores, upscale restaurants, and is frequently recommended in senior nutrition guides. However, wild rice presents unique challenges for aging bodies that most people never consider, and it can actually work against bone health in several concerning ways. First, it is important to understand that wild rice is not actually rice at all. It is the seed of aquatic grass plants, which explains why it has a completely different nutritional profile and affects the body differently than true rice varieties. This distinction is crucial because wild rice contains compounds that can trigger inflammatory responses in sensitive individuals, particularly those with aging immune systems. The outer hull of wild rice contains high levels of phytic acid, an anti-nutrient that binds to minerals in your digestive system and prevents their absorption. For seniors who are already at risk for mineral deficiencies, this mineral blocking effect can be particularly harmful. The calcium, magnesium and zinc that your bones desperately need can be rendered unavailable for absorption when consumed alongside wild rice. This mineral interference is especially problematic because many seniors already have compromised digestive systems that struggle to absorb nutrients efficiently. Adding foods that actively block mineral absorption creates a compounding effect that can accelerate bone loss and increase fracture risk. The irony is that many people choose wild rice thinking they are making a healthier choice, when in reality they may be undermining their bone health. Wild rice also contains higher levels of arsenic than other rice varieties, a concerning issue for seniors who may be more sensitive to toxin accumulation. Arsenic is a heavy metal that can interfere with bone formation and has been linked to increased fracture risk in older adults. While the amounts in wild rice are generally considered safe for occasional consumption, regular intake can lead to cumulative exposure that may affect bone health over time. The fiber content in wild rice, while generally beneficial, can be problematic for seniors with sensitive digestive systems. The tough, indissoluble fiber can cause bloating, gas, and digestive discomfort, particularly in individuals who are not accustomed to high-fiber foods. This digestive stress can interfere with nutrient absorption and create inflammation throughout the digestive tract. Many seniors experience digestive upset after eating wild rice, but do not connect their symptoms to this specific food. The delayed onset of symptoms, often occurring several hours after eating, makes it difficult to identify wild rice as the culprit. However, the chronic low-level inflammation caused by digestive irritation can contribute to systemic inflammation that affects bone health. Wild rice also has a relatively high glycemic index for a whole grain, meaning it can cause more significant blood sugar fluctuations than expected. These blood sugar swings can trigger the same bone-damaging hormonal responses that we discussed with white rice, though to a lesser degree. For seniors managing diabetes or pre-diabetes, these blood sugar effects can be particularly problematic. The preparation of wild rice often involves long cooking times and large amounts of water, which can leach out water-soluble vitamins and minerals. This means that even the beneficial nutrients in wild rice may be diminished by the time it reaches your plate. The lengthy cooking process also breaks down some of the protective compounds that might otherwise help offset the negative effects. Another concern with wild rice is its potential for contamination with harmful bacteria or toxins due to its aquatic growing environment. While properly processed wild rice is generally safe, the risk of contamination is higher than with cultivated rice varieties. For seniors with compromised immune systems, this additional risk factor should be considered. The texture of wild rice can also present challenges for seniors with dental issues or swallowing difficulties. The chewy, tough texture requires more chewing than softer rice varieties, which can be problematic for individuals with dental problems or those who have difficulty with textured foods. This can lead to inadequate chewing, which impairs digestion and nutrient absorption. Now that you understand the serious risks associated with these three types of rice, let's discuss what you can eat instead. Because choosing the right types of rice does more than just satisfy your hunger. They can actually strengthen your bones, improve your digestion, and help stabilize your blood sugar levels naturally. The good news is that there are three types of rice that work with your aging body instead of against it. These rice varieties provide the nutrients your bones need, support healthy digestion, and help maintain stable blood sugar levels that protect your overall health. But let's talk about brown rice, the bone-building powerhouse. Brown rice is simply rice with the bran layer intact, which means it retains all the nutrients that are stripped away during the processing of white rice. This makes it significantly more beneficial for bone health in several important ways. The magnesium content in brown rice is particularly important for seniors. Magnesium works as a cofactor for over 300 enzymatic reactions in your body, including those involved in bone formation. It helps convert vitamin D into its active form, which is essential for calcium absorption. Without adequate magnesium, your body cannot properly utilize the calcium you consume, regardless of how much calcium you take in through supplements or dairy products. Brown rice also contains significant amounts of phosphorus, another mineral that is crucial for bone strength. Phosphorus works together with calcium to form the mineral matrix that gives bones their strength and structure. The natural balance of minerals in brown rice helps ensure that your body can build and maintain strong bones throughout the aging process. The fiber content in brown rice helps slow down digestion and prevents the rapid blood sugar spikes that can damage bone health. This slower digestion means that the energy from brown rice is released gradually, providing sustained energy without the crashes that can leave you feeling weak and fatigued. The stable blood sugar levels also help prevent the hormonal responses that can pull calcium from your bones. Brown rice contains natural antioxidants, including vitamin E and phenolic compounds, that help fight inflammation throughout your body. Since chronic inflammation is one of the primary drivers of bone loss in seniors, consuming foods that naturally reduce inflammation can help protect your bones from age-related deterioration. The B vitamins in brown rice, particularly B6 and niacin, support nerve function and energy metabolism. These vitamins help ensure that the nutrients you consume are properly utilized by your body, including the minerals needed for bone health. They also support the production of collagen, a protein that provides structure to bones and helps prevent fractures. For seniors, the gentle fiber in brown rice can help improve digestive health without causing the irritation that some high-fiber foods can trigger. Better digestion means better nutrient absorption, which is crucial for maintaining bone health as you age. The prebiotic effects of the fiber also support beneficial gut bacteria, which play a role in mineral absorption and overall health. Next, let's discuss red rice, the antioxidant champion. Red rice gets its distinctive color from anthocyanins, powerful antioxidants that provide unique benefits for bone health. These same compounds that give red rice its color also help fight the oxidative stress that can accelerate bone loss in aging adults. The anthocyanins in red rice have been shown to reduce inflammation markers in the body, which is particularly beneficial for seniors who may be dealing with chronic inflammatory conditions. This anti-inflammatory effect can help protect bones from the breakdown that occurs when the body is in a constant state of inflammation. Red rice also contains higher levels of iron than other rice varieties, which is important for seniors who may be at risk for iron deficiency. Iron is necessary for the formation of collagen, a protein that provides structure to bones and helps prevent fractures. Adequate iron levels also support oxygen transport throughout the body, including to bone tissue. The fiber content in red rice is higher than in brown rice, but it is still gentle enough for most seniors to tolerate well. This fiber helps regulate blood sugar levels and supports digestive health, both of which are important for overall bone health. The slower digestion also means that you feel satisfied longer, which can help prevent overeating and weight gain that can stress bones and joints. Red rice contains natural compounds that may help improve insulin sensitivity, which is particularly beneficial for seniors who may be at risk for diabetes. Better insulin sensitivity means more stable blood sugar levels, which protects bones from the damage that can occur when blood sugar levels fluctuate wildly. The mineral content of red rice is also impressive, with significant amounts of zinc, copper and manganese, all minerals that play important roles in bone formation and maintenance. These trace minerals work together with calcium and magnesium to support the complex process of bone remodeling that continues throughout life. Finally, let's talk about black rice, the ultimate bone protector. Black rice, also known as forbidden rice, contains the highest levels of antioxidants of any rice variety. The deep purple-black color comes from anthocyanins, the same compounds found in blueberries and blackberries, but in even higher concentrations. The antioxidant capacity of black rice is truly remarkable. It contains more antioxidants than blueberries, which are considered one of the top antioxidant foods. These antioxidants help protect bone cells from damage caused by free radicals, which can accelerate bone loss and increase fracture risk in seniors. Black rice also contains higher levels of protein than other rice varieties, providing amino acids that are essential for bone health. The protein in black rice includes lysine, an amino acid that helps the body absorb calcium and supports collagen production. This makes black rice particularly beneficial for seniors who may not be getting adequate protein from other sources. The fiber content in black rice is substantial but well tolerated by most seniors. This fiber helps regulate blood sugar levels and supports healthy digestion, both of which are crucial for maintaining bone health. The prebiotic effects of the fiber also support beneficial gut bacteria that play a role in mineral absorption and immune function. Black rice contains natural compounds that may help improve circulation, which is important for delivering nutrients to bone tissue. Better circulation means that the calcium, magnesium, and other minerals you consume are more likely to reach your bones where they are needed. The preparation of black rice is similar to brown rice, but it may take slightly longer to cook due to its denser texture. The result is a nutty, slightly sweet flavor that many seniors find appealing. The dramatic color change during cooking, from deep purple to bright magenta, makes it an interesting addition to meals. When incorporating these beneficial rice varieties into your diet, it is important to prepare them properly to maximize their nutritional benefits. Soaking the rice for several hours before cooking can help reduce cooking time and improve digestibility. Adding a small amount of acid, such as lemon juice or vinegar, during cooking can help increase the absorption of minerals. These three types of rice, brown, red, and black, work with your aging body instead of against it. They provide the nutrients your bones need, support healthy digestion, and help maintain stable blood sugar levels that protect your overall health. They do not cause the inflammation that can damage your bones, they do not spike your blood sugar to dangerous levels, and they do not deplete your body of essential minerals. Let's conclude with some final thoughts, words of wisdom, and a message specifically for you. One thing tells me that if you have watched this far, you are serious about your health, your strength, and your future. And I want you to hear this clearly. It is not too late for you to make changes that can protect and strengthen your bones. Getting older does not have to mean accepting weakness, fractures, or loss of independence. The gradual decline that too many seniors experience is often the result of small daily choices that accumulate over time. But here is the empowering truth. You can take control by making informed, intelligent choices rather than drastic measures. One meal, one type of rice, one decision at a time. The rice varieties we discussed today as dangerous are not necessarily evil foods, but they may no longer be the best choices for your aging body. And that is perfectly okay, because growing older is not about giving up. It's about becoming wiser and more selective about what you put into your body. When you start eating mindfully and choose foods that support bone strength, stable blood sugar, and healthy digestion, you will notice a difference. Less joint pain, more energy, better sleep, and most importantly, the confidence that comes from knowing you are actively protecting your bones and your independence. Remember, your bones are living tissues that are constantly being broken down and rebuilt throughout your life. The foods you choose provide the raw materials for this ongoing process. When you choose rice varieties that support bone health, you are giving your body the tools it needs to maintain strong, healthy bones that can support you for years to come. The three dangerous rice types we discussed, instant rice, white rice, and wild rice, can undermine this process by causing inflammation, depleting minerals, and creating metabolic stress. But the three beneficial rice types, brown rice, red rice, and black rice, work with your body's natural processes to support bone health and overall wellness. Making these changes does not require dramatic lifestyle adjustments or expensive supplements. It simply requires awareness and the willingness to make better choices when you shop for groceries and prepare your meals. The investment in your health today will pay dividends in terms of mobility, independence, and quality of life as you continue to age. I would like to hear from you now. Tell us in the comments section below what you learned today and what changes you are prepared to make in your diet. Are you ready to swap out the dangerous rice varieties for the bone-strengthening alternatives? Have you experienced any of the symptoms we discussed that might be related to the rice you have been eating? Since we all benefit when we share our experiences and support one another, let's help each other on this journey toward better health. Please hit the like button if this video was helpful to you or if it opened your eyes to something important about your diet. Click subscribe to ensure you do not miss any information that could transform your health and protect your independence as you age. Turn on the notification bell so you are alerted whenever we publish new content that can help you make informed decisions about your health. And before you leave, please type the number 1 in the comments if this video provided valuable information that you can use to improve your health. If you found it unhelpful, type 0. Your feedback helps us understand what information is most valuable to our senior community. Remember, strong bones are the foundation of an independent, active life. The choices you make today about the rice you eat may seem small, but they are actually building blocks for your future health and mobility. Stay strong, stay informed, and never forget that your independence and quality of life are worth protecting through informed food choices.